Hey, what's going on, guys? We're back with another video, and today we're going to talk more about Knights of the Old Republic mods. Now, one of the hardest things to do whenever you make a build guide or a build advice, as I like to call them, video is when it comes to feats, especially for Knights of the Old Republic 1, given the number of feats that you get in the game, there's not a lot of advice to give because there's not a huge selection. So really, I mean, you really get your pick. And so today what we're going to look at is we're going to look at a mod that gives you extra feats, which I'm super excited to try. So today we're going to look at installing the mod. We're going to look at all of the feats. And then most importantly, we're going to make sure that all of the feats work, give them some tests, give some gameplay, just make sure that everything works. So hopefully it does. I'm very excited. And I hope that this really adds a new element to the game that maybe makes it a little bit more replayable. Now, if you do enjoy this video and you're interested in other mods, I'll put a card in the top right-hand corner. I do have a playlist for all of these mod reviews that I'm doing. And if you enjoy this, consider dropping a like on the video. It makes me feel good to know that I'm providing you guys with some content you enjoy and value. And it helps other people find the video thanks to the YouTube algorithm. And while you're at it, you might as well hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notifications for any new videos and live streams. So let's go ahead. We'll top over into Deadly Stream and let's install the mod. And then we will show the installation instructions. We'll launch up the game and we'll just see how everything goes. All right, so today we're looking at the mod called Content Pack Feats and Powers. So I did mention feats, but it also does come with force powers as well, which I'm very excited about. I could read through all of these, and I might, but first we're just going to go ahead and install the mod, and then we will look at the feats. We'll probably just look at them in game as we can get them. So to install this, let's go ahead and download this. I am afraid that this is not, I have taken a look at this ahead of time. I do not believe that this is going to be usable for mobile users. I'm not positive on that since I don't own the game on a mobile platform, but it does use an installer, which makes me a little nervous about it working. So we're going to extract it, go ahead, do it, show me the extracted files. And the way this is going to work is it is going to use a patcher. So we will go ahead and open this. It does come with a README, and I complained in my last video about people not including README, so I'm doing them a disservice. I take a star off of myself for almost skipping the README file. So let's go ahead and look at the README, give installation instructions, run the included TSL patcher, and select your installation directory, the folder containing Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic.exe, not the override folder. Very important to notice. You can use this version on a non-English copy, but the descriptions will still be in English. Okay, perfect. Content, it contains all of these. It contains 26 new feats, 15 different feat chains, 5 new force powers, 2 separate chains. Starting a new game is not required. Full details are in the write-up. All right, perfect. So let's go ahead and do it. So we're going to hit install mod. We are going to pick the installation directory, which is going to be in my Steam library, Steam apps, common, SW, KOTOR, go, and it's going to do its thing. It is just copying a lot of things to the override folder, but it does look like it's also patching some of the game files, which makes me think that it's probably not going to be usable with the mobile version of the game. So let's go ahead and exit. Now let's go ahead to the local version because I need to copy over my old override file, which I probably should have done before this. I'll just merge them. All right, so behind the scenes, Chad went ahead and fixed all of his override files, so we should be good to go. And now let's go ahead and launch the game. I'm going to just use old save files, and we're going to start testing out some of these feats. We're going to look at the feats, and we're going to test them out. We're going to see how they do, if they add a lot to the game, and most importantly, do they work? All right, so I do believe that everyone gets I don't think there are any unique feats outside of the 2 droids. I think T3 and I think HK get unique feats, and then the rest of the feats are available to all of your party members. So we're at the end of the game in the save game right now, just so we have everyone available to us so we can. No Bastila, rest in peace, Bastila. So I'm going to take my 2 droid companions with me just so we can see all of the feats. And let's go ahead and take a look. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at some of these feats that are available to your player character and your other allies. So I think they're all at the bottom. So let's go ahead and down here. So the first one we've got is called Killer Instinct. Every kill you make makes the next one easier. Whenever you reduce an enemy to 0 vitality points, you receive a +1 bonus to your attack rating for the next 30 seconds. This bonus stacks with itself in the case of multiple kills. I mean, I'm definitely never going to turn that down. Like that's definitely not bad. It gives you a +1 to attack and not a +1 to it. Maybe if it gave a +1 to both attack and like damage, like physical damage, energy damage, however they wanted to kind of put that in there. I think that would be a little bit more helpful. I think this might be more helpful at the beginning of the game. At the beginning of the game, it's a lot harder for you to land hits. Towards the end of the game, I think that this is going to be substantially less viable. Let's go ahead and see the next one. So after this level 4, honing your instincts improves the attack bonus you receive by 2+2 for 30 seconds. And I assume this is going to be +4 or +3. Okay, kills keep getting easier. Whenever you reduce an enemy to 0 vitality points, you now get a +3 to your attack rating. Now, one thing that's very important is these, I believe, which we are going to test out right now, should stack on each other. So these, in theory, should stack. So whenever you get a kill, you should get 3, 6. You should get a +6 to your attack rating, which we're going to test right now. So first, I'm going to, I can't. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add the first one really quick, and then I'm going to save. Let's look at powers while we're here. And let's pick our first power that we want to do as well. So the first one, you are able to draw on the power of your companions as if your own. Each ability score that you have that is lower than that of an active party member receives a bonus for 60 seconds. The bonus is capped at 2 points per ability score, and it cannot go higher than your party members. Okay. Each score that you have that is lower receives a bonus. The bonus is capped at 2 points per ability score. So it sounds like every single ability that I have that is lower than any of my companions will increase by 2. That's very nice. That would be very nice for, like, say, your Jedi Guardian. If you're getting ready to go into a conversation, it's going to have a skill check perhaps, or maybe, I don't know how it would work with skill checks. I assume it would still work. This would be very nice for someone that potentially doesn't have a lot of skills, or to help cross class. Maybe it'd let you put your points into, say, persuade. You lose out on other skills. This could pick up on those skills. So let's go ahead and do this one first. Powers, I only get a power. Let's do this one. So this one now increases it by 4. We're going to test that one here in just a second because in theory, T3 is going to have substantially better powers than I have, especially when it comes to computer use and all those things. So we're going to get to really test that out in a second. Let's keep going down the improved killer instinct tree. Powers, let's max this one out. Let's level up again. Powers, I don't want to test out any of the other powers right now. There's one more, I see it down here. We're going to save that for later. Give me the last stack of killer instinct, which is right here. So my theory is that when I kill someone, I should get a +6 the next time. Might be +3. I don't know if it's going to stack or not. It doesn't really say. We'll find out very soon. And I'm going to take all the gear off of my character so that we're not getting any conflicting things. We're going to take everything off. This gives me a dexterity bonus. That's fine. I don't need to worry about that. I'm going to leave that on just so I don't die or anything stupid. Let's go ahead and take this off. I need just a couple of plain Jane. Let's just do a double-bladed red lightsaber. All right. Now let's go try this again. So let's go hit this guy. Here, actually, just do the, don't even do that. Stop, mother. That's fine. All right, just do the basics. All right, he's dead. All right, we just landed in 1913, 1622. All right, so let's see. So here was where I killed the Rancor. My attack got an effect bonus of 3. Okay, so it does not stack, which I think is very important. The +3 to attack, it stacks per kill. So I suppose if you're getting, like, if there is a group of people, I'm trying to think of a place where that could be useful. Maybe on Taurus when you're fighting Brejik and the other swoop racers. Maybe when you're in the Vulcar base and you're fighting, I can't remember who the guy's name is, but you're in the beginning of the game. I gotta turn this music down, I'm sorry. Whenever you're fighting the swoop racer, and you know, they're kind of hard to hit because you're such low level, if you took out all the goons first. So I can see a use case for this. It's very expensive to use 3 feats to get a +3, but it's +3 per kill, but it's only for 30 seconds. So I don't know, I go back and forth, but it's a nice addition nonetheless. So kind of a cool idea to add that feat. All right, now while we're here, let's go ahead and try this new force power. This new, where's that? Master Resonance. So what Master Resonance should do, which I might want to go back and unequip Master Resonance and just see what the lower ones do, just to make sure that we're right. But this one should give me, it should raise my skills to the max of what my allies are. So let's take a look at our boy T3M4. His computer use is at 18. So in theory, when I use this, I should go up to 18. I got the bonus. The skill rank didn't move though. I definitely did get a bonus to my computer use. So that wasn't there, was it, right? Let me reload and check just to make sure. All right, yeah, my computer use had a bonus of +1. So now if I use this, and I take a look, I now have a +6. Is that right? All right, so I think I'm starting to understand this. So it says, let me make sure I read this correctly again. Each ability, it's ability score. I'm sorry, I was reading this as skills for some reason, and I'm an idiot. Each ability score, and when they're talking about ability scores, they don't mean your skills, they mean your attributes. They're talking about your attributes. And so what I noticed is, notice my intelligence is at 12. So here, let's remember 27, 14, 14, 12, 13, 10. When I use this ability, we now notice my intelligence jumps to 23, which is where T3M4's is. However, what I'm noticing, HK47's dexterity is at 17. That might be from a mod though. I think it's looking at their raw ability scores. Let me take these off. No, his dexterity is just straight up at 17, which is curious that I'm not getting that increase up to 17. My constitution naturally didn't increase. My wisdom didn't increase. Let's try this. Let's go in here. We're gonna reset my attributes using some console commands. We're gonna set strength to be 10. We're gonna set dexterity to be 10. We're gonna set constitution to be 8. We're gonna set, that's probably good enough. And let's set intelligence to be 8. Set intelligence to be 8. All right, let's go back in here and take a look now. So now we see my strength went up. My strength went up to 15, which matches HK. No, it doesn't even match HK47. Let me make sure. Let me take off all of my gear. Okay, so here we go. So his intelligence is at 23. My intelligence went up to 19. My dexterity is now at 11, and it should be at 10. I don't know that I entirely understand how this is working. It's not affecting my skills. It's affecting the modifier, which is coming from my attributes, but it's not increasing all of my attributes because my constitution didn't go up to 10 or 14. My intelligence did go up. Is it, maybe set my constitution to like 5. I don't even know if it can go that low. It can. I don't understand. Let's read this power one more time. Did it wear off? Do I need to do it again? There it is. Okay. I had to do it again. Now it looks like it's working because now my strength went up to 16. My dexterity only went up to 14. My constitution went up to 14. My intelligence went up to 19, not 23. What happens if I use it again? It didn't do anything. Okay, and there's no gear on these guys, right? I've taken off all of the gear at this point. All right, I don't understand. It's kind of working, but it's not really working. The constitution works. The intelligence kind of works. The dexterity kind of works. And the strength does work. I'm a little confused. I could be using this wrong, but I don't quite understand. I don't think this is working exactly. I don't think this is working exactly as intended, if I had to guess. Right now, we've got 2 feats. One that works, but doesn't stack, which I'm a little disappointed in. I think it would be worth it substantially more if it stacked, since it's only for 30 seconds. Is it helpful? Kind of. Probably not abundantly. We'll go back and maybe check this at the early game here in a second. And then the force power, I'm not convinced it's working entirely correctly. I could be wrong. If anyone else has used this and knows that this is working better, let me know. I will retract my statement. But for right now, we're sitting at like a 4. After reviewing just 2 things, we're sitting at maybe a 4 stars just because it's not appearing to work correctly. Let's move on to some other feats. All right, so next feat we've got, let's look at the ones that the droids can use, since we already have them ready to level up. So we have a few, but the ones that I think are exclusive to the droids are Auto Shield Protocol. Droids with this feat, so you have to be an expert droid. It is restricted to T3. Droids with this feat can use their emergency power supply to deploy an energy shield in a crisis. When reduced to below 50% of their vitality, their equipped energy shield will activate automatically to protect them. This does not consume one of the energy shield charges. That sounds phenomenal, actually. We're gonna reload our save where we were fighting the Rancors, and we're going to give that a try. All right, let's try this again. Let's send in, let's go ahead. I need to add the stuff back onto T3 really quick. Go ahead and let's send him in. All right. We're below half. I don't see the shield activated. Let's see, it should show up here as a buff. Vitality. Oh yeah, we're below half health. Oh, there it is. Okay, it just activated. It didn't activate. Let's reload again. It does not appear that it worked correctly. It does not appear that it worked entirely correctly, because I don't believe that it should automatically do it. Maybe they mean automatic in the sense that it becomes his next action. Let's see what happens. Okay, so let's go attack this guy. Give me a flamethrower. All right, so he's hurting. Okay, he's definitely below half health right now. He is below half health. And it has not activated. There it is. Okay, so it did activate. It did not require an action, which is nice. So this does give me, if I were in a fight, you know, with someone that, all right, if I was in a fight with a ranged character, I would be able to heal back up. Now the question becomes, if I heal back up, does it activate again? Let's see if we can check that. I don't know that we're going to easily be able to check that. All right, so this should activate. There it is, it activated. Let's heal up. Okay, let's see if it activates again. I'm trying to tell just by sound and I can't. I can't tell. I can't tell if it's activating it a second time. Still, the fact that it does that, I'm gonna say that's a nice feat. It gives T3 more survivability because, let's be honest, he's not a great combat droid. So I'm gonna say this one is a nice little mod. So I'm pretty happy with this one. Let's load this back up and let's look at HKs now. And HKs, I unfortunately believe that we are going to have to go to a different save file to test his out. HKs is called Anti-Shield Protocol. With this feat, HK-47 can directly target and destroy enemy shield generators. When equipped with any disruptor type weapon, a successful hit by HK-47 will remove all energy shield effects and prevent their reactivation. That sounds very nice, especially early on. Let's reload another save and see how that works. All right, there's our boy Calo Nord. It took me 5 ever to get this set up so that I had it ready, but we've got the feat, we've got a disruptor rifle. Let's go ahead, we're gonna fight Calo Nord. He should have, at least in my experience, he's usually got some goons with some nasty energy shields that if we could take down would be pretty nice and might justify having this. All right, HK. I'm gonna send him in by himself. Like I said, I've got his stuff turned up very high. All right, Calo Nord just turned on a nasty little energy shield. Let's see. And there it goes. Instantly, it's down. And it works abundantly well. I don't see them. I don't know if they would try to turn these back on, but they're not. This could also be a situation where the one that gives you the plus to attack as you go, kill all the minions, then go after Calo Nord. This could be an example. So this one does work. Good to know. So that's a few. Let's go ahead. Let's move on to another feat. All right, so let's look at another feat. So let's go down and let's look. So next one we've got, so we've already gone through Killer Instinct, Payday. Everyone's worth something to someone. While a character with this feat is in your active party, you can claim an amount of credits for every kill you make. That might be kind of nice. I don't know if, I don't remember. It would ease the credit grind. It would help people when they want to go to Yavin to get some of the items. It would help with that. They wouldn't have to play Pazak. So this is potentially nice. Due to security concerns, withdrawing funds requires the use of a utility droid as an intermediary. let's go ahead and use this. Let's get that one hooked up. Meanwhile, there's a force power called Shutdown. This power allows the user to draw the energy stored in power cells and disperse it harmlessly into the atmosphere. With each use of this power can render a single blaster or vibration cell weapon unable to function due to lack of energy. So vibration cell weapon would be vibro swords. I'm assuming lightsabers as well. I don't know that vibration, I don't think that's quite right. So I think we're looking at vibro swords and blasters. So I think I've got another level up ready, but we're gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna save. And I want to do this fight, and I'm interested to know what's going to happen in terms of the payday, how many characters we kill. We'll have to keep track of how many we kill. I assume we're going to kill 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to kill 7 people. We're going to see how much cash we get, but also I'm going to be interested to see how this power works. Is this going to render it useless forever? Is going to be a good question. So let's do it. Shutdown. His gun is gone. His gun is straight up gone. All right, let's try this. So this guy's got, I'm interested to look at someone who's got 2 weapons, which I think is just that guy. So this guy right here, let's go ahead and do this. What's gonna happen? Is it gonna shut down both of them or just one? It shuts down just one. It's not showing his weapon. I think it's glitched, but yes, I do believe it shut down that weapon. Let's go ahead, let's do shutdown over here. Okay, so it's a little buggy. It's still allowing them, and there we go. Now they're down. It's disabled their weapons. This appears to work really well. Let's talk to T3. Connect to my account and withdraw my bounty payments. I got 760. All right, so I'm not sure how people are weighted in terms of, because I think we killed, did I say 7 people? It doesn't come out to be an even number, so I'm not sure if people are weighted based on their level or anything like that, but still 760 for one battle? That's pretty nice. So that might be a valuable feat to have, especially to ease up on the credit grind whenever you're, I mean, you could sit there and play, you know, Pazaak all you want, but who wants to play Pazaak? So honestly, 2 pretty decent feats right there. Let's move on to some more. Now, the next feat that I'm interested in, we've got several to look at. The next one that I'm very interested in is going to be, Whirling Blade Combo. Now this one is pretty interesting. It's very long. It's got some stipulations. So we're going to read through this. I'm going to increase the dexterity. I'm going to increase the constitution of our boy just so he doesn't die. I put him by himself so we get the chance to do this. So let's look at this. So let your sword become like unto the wind. Combo action. Hit a target with the sword 4 times in a row to trigger Whirling Blade, damaging the target with an offensive force power grenade or any weapon other than a sword will break the combo. Missing attacks or using beneficial force powers will not break the combo. Vibro swords and lightsabers do not count as swords. So it has to be a sword, which I find very interesting. Whirling Blades deal slashing damage equal to your level to all nearby enemies while knocking them away and stunning them for 6 seconds. All right, so let's go ahead and add this. It does have a subsequent attack that we'll worry about later. I'm gonna go ahead and throw that back on because that was cool. Let's see, do we have a sword? It's gonna have to be a sword, not a lightsaber. I gave myself a new sword. Let's just try a long sword. All right, let's try this again. 1, 2. 3, 4, it's primed. Didn't do anything. Missing isn't supposed to make it stop. There it went. Interesting. So it did hit everyone. It does knock everyone away. So it uses basically force wave. Knocked everyone over, stunned them. Let's do it again. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now it's working. It seems like maybe missing does stop the trigger. 2. Okay, a miss. Should be 3. There it is. Okay, so missing doesn't. So I don't know what happened. That's honestly pretty cool. I don't dislike that at all. That's honestly pretty cool. That's pretty dope. An AoE for a sword. It gives you a reason to role play as using a sword instead of a lightsaber, and it can be helpful for someone like Canderous, Zalbar, For your characters that don't carry lightsabers, it could be a reason to give them a sword. So that's pretty cool. Now, something else I want to try is there is another feat, as we're going to try the subsequent power, which is called Thunderous Blade Combo. Hit a target with a sword 4 times to trigger Thunderous Blade. Deals electric damage equal to 1.5 times your level to all enemies nearby, blah, 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 blah. We're going to try that as well. So first I want to try this. Let's try Overload. That deals a lot of damage. That deals a lot of damage, and it renders the weapon unusable. So that one is not, that one's a sword. It's not an energy weapon. That one worked. That's pretty interesting. So I do like that. Now let's go after these guys. I need 4 hits in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it has to be on the same guy. So I think killing someone does in fact seem to reset it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's dope. Does it look super cool? Not abundantly. Is it pretty cool? I think so. I think that's pretty neat. I think it's neat. It gives someone who is not a Jedi a reason to use a sword, and it gives them some bonuses for it. So there's 2 more powers, both pretty cool. All right, so the next one that I want to look at is kind of cool. This is being taken straight out of Fallout. Mysterious Benefactor, aka the Mysterious Stranger. Someone is looking out for you, even if you don't know why. With this feat, you will occasionally be joined in battle by an unknown benefactor, a mysterious figure wielding a lightsaber. They will fight alongside you until the battle is over, or they take too much damage. Oh, hang on. Is that the Mysterious Benefactor? That is. They don't have a lightsaber, though, and they're in their underwear. Hey, where's your lightsaber at, Mysterious Benefactor? So we have a Mysterious Benefactor. They don't appear to really be working very well, if indeed at all. They're not fighting. All right, so we're gonna try Mysterious Benefactor again. I'm gonna turn solo mode on. We're gonna go fight Calo Nord. I did turn my strength down to 1, but I turned my other skills up to like 99 for Constitution so that we don't die. And I want to see if this Mysterious Benefactor shows up if they're wielding a lightsaber or not. Someone. Oh, there's our benefactor. There she finally is. Are you gonna help me? No lightsaber. No lightsaber. Not really helping. I'm gonna call this one a flop because she's not doing anything to help me. Yeah, no, I'm gonna call this one a flop. I'm gonna say Mysterious Benefactor, thumb down. All right, so the next feat that I wanna try is called Dark Rage. This sounds very exciting and very fun for, like, say, a Jedi Consular, maybe? It gives you a reason to... This is going to give you a little bit of a reason to change up maybe your play style. Could also be very nice for Jedi Guardian. A character with this feat can channel dark side energy through his body, fueled by their rage. All damage-dealing force powers add the user's strength modifier, if positive, to their base damage. Is only half as effective when used by a light side character, but is twice as effective when used by a dark side character. I love that. I actually love that. All right, we're gonna try that next. Let's make sure we've got Force Lightning. That's good enough. Here we go. Let's try this. Let's see how much damage we can do right now. Obviously, let's make this a reasonable number. You know what? I don't care. 99 strength. Do it. Ah! Darn. 124 damage on a Force Lightning. Get wrecked. All right, let's make this a more reasonable number now. Set strength, let's say 20. All right, let's see how much we're doing it. 46 with Force Lightning. That's pretty nice. That's pretty cool. I'm a big fan of this one. That one's really nice. All right, so the next one, I don't necessarily know that I want to even test out. I'm just going to assume that it works. It's going to be the shield boost. With this feat, all energy shields, you can absorb an additional 20% more before they're wearing out for a total of 60% more. So you can, I think it's 20 each time for each subsequent one. So this one does stack. So, I mean, that's pretty cool, but I don't know that I really want to test that one out. That one's kind of, I mean, not boring. I'm sure it's useful, especially early on in the game, but that one we'll kind of leave alone. The next one I'm interested in, it's called Flashbang. Tinkering with the effects allows you to add a stunningly bright flash to the standard grenade. All grenades can now stun. The next level adds an extra kick, which now any grenade you throw has its save increased by 5. Okay, so nice for a lot of other things. And then this one, Shrapnel Burst. Tinkering with chemical makeup increases the blast radius. So we're gonna try all 3 of these, and we're gonna try out a grenade. All right, incoming. Let's see, did it work? Let's try another one. Okay, so there's the stun. The stun worked. Let's try it again over here. Let's check this really quick. Gina Harridan will save. Reflex save. Okay, so it does appear to be working. It does appear to be working. I mean, that one's cool. I think might be nice for maybe someone like Canderous who's got beats to burn. But on the whole, I don't think that one's abundantly necessary. But I mean, it's a cool idea. Giving some bonuses to a Grenadier gives you more use out of a Grenadier character. So I don't love it, but I don't hate it. It's okay. All right, the next one I want to talk about. I don't really want to try because it's going to be a pain in the ass to try. But we can. I don't want to. I'm not going to. It's called the Heart Stopper Combo. I don't know how I feel about this. I want you guys to let me know down in the comments what you think about this one. Combo action. Hit a target with an unarmed attack 3 times in a row to ready the Heart Stopper. Then inflict stasis to trigger it. And then instantly kill the target if they have less than... Damaging the opponent, yeah. So then instantly kill the target if they have less than 1/3 of their vitality points remaining. I don't honestly know how useful that's gonna be because that's a lot of things that's gotta happen. You've gotta be going unarmed. I mean, I guess it's nice for role-playing purposes, maybe. Maybe it's nice for role-playing purposes if you want to have someone go unarmed, but this one, I don't know. I don't love this one so much. Heartstopper combo, not a huge fan. Let's move on to another one. Last Stand. This one should be pretty easy to check. So for Last Stand, when both of your companions are incapacitated, you regenerate 5% of your vitality per round. That one could be pretty nice. That one I do want to try. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a couple of people. Let's add a couple of people that maybe don't have the most vitality. We'll start this fight. I want to see when they go down, and I want to see that we start regenerating vitality points. There we go. Jolie's down. Let's see if we start regenerating some vitality points. 40. There it is. It works. All right. So that one works. That one could actually be pretty useful. I don't dislike that one. I think that one's okay. I think that one is definitely an okay one. Let's try some more. So another one I want to talk about that I don't necessarily want to test out just because I believe it'll probably work. You know, we'll test it out anyway just to make sure. Is called Designated Medic. While a character with this feat is in the active party, both other party members receive the benefit of their medical experience. When using med packs, the other party members add half of the designated member's treat injury skill to their own. Followed up with all med packs used by this character are twice as effective when they have 25% or less vitality. Followed up with adrenal shots also restore a small amount of vitality points. This sounds just very much like bonus, I guess. This one could, I guess, be nice early in the game, but once you get heal, I don't know that this is really going to be super helpful anymore. We'll go ahead and add these just to be safe in case for some reason they're helpful. I'm not over the moon about this one, to be completely honest, but we'll see what happens. Let's go ahead. Let's set his treat injury 100. Let's set his treat injury 0. And let's have you use 1 now. 120. Okay, so it does work. The next thing to check is if I were to use a stim, does it heal a small amount of vitality? It does. It does heal vitality. So this one does work. Is it super useful? Not abundantly, probably. It might be nice to have, but I'm not over the moon with this one. It's okay. If I use this in a game, maybe I would think differently. But right now, just testing this out, it's okay. All right, so the next one that I've got that I'm not gonna test this one because I do believe it's gonna last and I don't want to sit here and count, is Constancy. A character with this feat can extend the effects of their force powers through peaceful meditation. All beneficial force powers cast on a friendly target last 50% longer. So for speed, energy, resistance, stuff like that, it's gonna last 50% longer. Cool. Go up 1 level. All beneficial force powers cast on a friendly target now restore a small amount of vitality points as well as their usual effect. All right, so it's got a little bit of a heal to it. That's kind of nice. This one I'd be okay with. Lasting longer on the force powers, pretty cool. Gives you a reason to maybe have a consular, put some feats in some different places, make you think a little bit more about where you're putting your feats. This one I think is pretty cool. Let's move on to another one. Applied knowledge. This one I find kind of interesting. So you have applied some of the practical tips in your skills to combat situations. If you have 1 point in demolitions, you will increase the damage of your grenades. If you have 1 point create injury, it'll increase the duration of your adrenal shots, and +1 in repair will increase the duration of your energy shields. That's pretty cool. I actually like that one. I think that one's pretty cool from a role-playing perspective. And then let's look. What's the last one? Do I have any more? I do. The last one is called Sadism. When a character with this feat uses a damaging force power against a target suffering from stun, paralysis, or fear, the power does 50% more damage. Let's give that a try. That one should be pretty easy to check. And then the character with this feat, they are going to recover a small amount of vitality when they defeat someone. That one I don't know is going to be as helpful. Maybe a little bit. I don't know. If you got the feats to burn, that might be kind of nice, but that one I'm not nearly as excited about that one as I am with Sadism. So let's go ahead. Force Lightning. We're dealing 16 damage. They didn't save. Let's go ahead and do Fear. And then let's queue up another Force Lightning. Okay, he's feared. 35. There it is. All right, so that one's pretty cool. Now, interesting. So he's affected by fear. This guy is not. But this guy also suffered the bonus damage. Now let me do Force Lightning on this guy. Interesting. Is it just when any, because my first one didn't deal that much damage. $51 damage. Why are we dealing substantially more and more damage each time we do this? I'm confused. I might need to do this one again. Is 32. Let's do it a couple more times just to make sure that's right. 45, 29. So that's kind of the area that we're in with how much damage we're dealing. Now what I want to do is let's do horror. He resisted. Oh, he's immune. Okay, so he's immune to it. Let's try it on Hulas. This guy's inflicted. There we go. Now let's see. Damage with Force Lightning. 40 damage. I'm not convinced this one's working. This one's not working. Okay. So that one did not work on the one on Sadism. It does not appear. I would encourage you guys to try it. Tell me if I'm wrong, but it did not appear to be working. Let's go ahead. Let's reload. I don't want to watch any movies. Let me reload it one more time. I don't want to tell you guys something wrong, but it did not appear to work. Let's go ahead. Add level. Let's check one more time just to make sure I was reading it right. When this character uses a damaging force power against a target suffering from stun, paralysis, or fear, the power deals 50% more damage. Okay, let's check and make sure that fear and horror are the same thing. Try this one more time. We're going to do fear instead of horror. It shouldn't matter. I would have expected to see more damage coming. All right, there's the fear. Shocking. No, it's not working. 38 is kind of what we were already getting. He's not suffering from it anymore. Cancel all those out. Let's do another fear. Let's do another Force Lightning. 40 damage. It's really doing the damage we were expecting. I don't think this one is working. So I think we've gone through, let's double check that we've gone through every single one. I believe we have. Let's go ahead and double check. Mysterious Benefactor, Whirling Heartstopper we didn't do because honestly, I'm not really interested in that one. All right, let's move on to final thoughts. All right, so now let's talk final thoughts on this mod. What does it do? It adds several feats. It adds a couple of force powers. It is cool. It's always nice to have that extra variety. They don't all necessarily do things that are abundantly useful. It adds just a little bit of flavor to the game. Not an abundant amount, but it adds enough to be interesting. The problem that I've run into is that some of these don't seem to be working as intended or indeed working at all. So let's talk, would I recommend it? Yes. It does add variety to your game. Even if some of the powers don't work, I would make sure maybe avoid the ones that we've established don't work. Test them yourselves, of course. Let me know in the comments if you were able to get them to work and I was wrong. But I would still use them because it does add some variety to your game. The whirling blades was really cool. So there were some cool things that it added. But rating wise, I'm gonna have to give it, let's just say we're gonna have to go with a solid just 3 stars. Having some of your feats that just straight up don't work, having it not be clear if some of them stack or not, really is a turnoff for me. So I'm hoping they get this fixed. If they do, I will pin a comment to let you know that everything is fixed. But for right now, I'm gonna leave this with 3 stars just because some of them don't work or work potentially as intended. So guys, that's all I've got for you today. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, remember, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button as well if you want more content, and the notification bell so you get notifications for any new videos, live streams. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much.
Get down to the B side.